What's your major?
My major was media arts and animation.
What is your experience with technology?
So my experience with technology has been a lot in game design and animation.
So what's your biggest achievement?
My biggest achievement is the first game company I worked for. We released a STEM app that was educational and taught about how you could balance shapes and what shapes were best used towards holding up a tower, and it received really well marks for a lot of parents.
Do you like being an instructor at the Alexa Cafe?
Director.
When I was an instructor, I enjoyed it greatly.
Do you like being a director at the Alexa Cafe?
Yeah, I do like being a director. Honestly, I think I probably like being an instructor a little more just because I don't have as much hands-on time with the projects, and I like to see what everybody makes throughout the week and see their progress, and I don't get that as much as a director, but
Do you have any advice for future generations of girls?
keep trying and keep moving forward. You only fail when you stop.
Who or what is your biggest inspiration?
Honestly, I'd say that my biggest inspiration has always been all of you. Just the students that I've had and the students that I've yet to meet. I'm just excited by what you guys can do and what you guys can learn, and just to help you achieve your goals and what you can do. That is what inspires me to do my best.
What's your major in college?
I am majoring in computer science.
Why do you want to work at Alexia's Cafe?
Let's see, I wanted to work here. I really, really love tech, and it just combining fun stuff and fun activities and having a good time with computer science.
What has been your biggest achievement and why?
I'd say that my biggest achievement was the Cypher project, which is part of how I got my name. So when I was learning computer science, I'm actually mostly self-taught, and that I can be independent. And yeah, that project ended up getting me into college and gave me my name today.
Do you like being an instructor at Alexa Cafe?
Oh yes, definitely. This is a job.
Who or what is your biggest inspiration?
Probably my dad. He's just a really, really hard worker, very independent, very smart. But
Do you have any advice for people getting into technology?
Don't give up. Don't be afraid to break things. And don't be afraid to walk away, take some deep breaths, and come back.
What has been your biggest obstacle and how? What is your major in college?
I am currently majoring in computer science.
Why do you want this job at Alexa Cafe?
I wanted this job because I wanted to share my love for technology, especially photography.
What is your biggest achievement?
I think I'd say my biggest achievement was when I coded my first app.
Do you like being an instructor at Alexa Cafe?
Yeah, I love being an instructor here. It's been amazing the past couple of weeks to see the ideas that people come up with and the wide variety of things people can do with their photography and their websites.
Who or what is your biggest inspiration?
I would say my mom is my biggest inspiration. She was the only woman in her major in her college in India, and she's said it's been really hard for her, but that she's also learned from it and grown stronger, and she's taught me a lot about, even though sometimes I might feel like I am one of the few women in my field, I can still persevere and not let what people say get to me and kind of push through. So she's been a really big inspiration in my life.
What is your experience with technology before Alexa Cafe?
Okay, so both my parents are computer scientists, so ever since I was really little, I've been working with computers. I think it was 5th or 6th grade. My parents were like, here's a laptop, you have to learn how to type. And I was like, oh no. And so my parents taught me how to code. When I was in middle school, I learned Python, and I've been designing websites. I went to ID Tech actually and took a web development class. And I've been taking photography ever since I can remember.
Do you have any advice for future girls who like technology?
Yeah, I would say even if you fail, you got to get right back up and try again.
What do you think is your biggest obstacle and how do you overcome it?
I think my biggest obstacle is being insecure about my abilities. Going into college, even though I've had a kind of long history in technology, I felt like I wasn't equipped to do my major. I felt like I didn't have enough knowledge about coding to be a computer science major. And it kind of took a lot for me to realize like I can actually do this, and like I don't have to have coded like 50 apps to like be a computer science major. Like I can start whenever I want.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sarbert.
What was your major in college?
I am currently pursuing a degree in mathematics.
Why do you want the job in Alexa Cafe?
I went for the job in Alexa Cafe because I love technology, I love STEM, and I also love inspiring females and saying to them, like, you can do this, like, don't have to worry about it. I did a lot of these kind of programs when I was younger.
What is your biggest achievement?
My biggest achievement, I'd have to say is my freshman year of college. I chose a school that I was afraid of and that I didn't think I could do very well in, and I ended up doing really well. I made Dean's List both semester, and I surprised myself at my own ability, and it was kind of my biggest achievement because I was scared to go there. I didn't think I could do it, and then I proved myself wrong.
Do you like being an instructor at Alexa Cafe?
I do. I learn something new almost every day too. I don't know everything, so it's kind of nice to like learn from my students. Like they've taught me different things. They've taught me stuff about people and myself, and it's fun to teach and to inspire the next generation.
Who or what is your biggest inspiration?
My biggest inspiration is my dad. He was a computer scientist and a math major as well. He has always encouraged me to push for more, and he's helped me find a path in life that was right for me.
Do you have any advice for future generations of girls?
Don't be scared. I've been scared a lot, and it's taken me a bit to get over how scared I was, but there's nothing to be scared of. Like, you can do anything you put your mind to. It doesn't matter what subject it is. It doesn't matter how many boys are in that room. You're just as good as them, and it's just gender. It's nothing. You're nothing less than a boy. Like, you can do anything you want.
What's your first experience with technology?
My first experience with technology. Wow. Well, I did a lot of clubs and after-school activities in like the middle school era, and I would build rockets for fun, and I did a lot of after-school activities with that, like where we would build rockets and shoot them off, and I love doing that. It's a lot of fun.
Do you think the Alexa Cafe program is a good program for girls?
I do. I think it's a really great program from girls because it's run by girls, and it's just such an inclusive environment, and I feel like we try to be like more warm and welcoming, and we have the chalk chats where we discuss about certain things, and it's more of a let's come together and learn versus like every student's learning for their own. And then because we incorporate the social movement, you kind of see how things are in real life. Like there's always like a cause, there's always something you're going for. It's not just let's build a chair to build a chair. It's like let's build a chair for a reason.
When you were younger, did you want there to be an Alexa Cafe program for you to be in?
I wish I knew about Alexa Cafe. I went to something similar. It was a day of engineering, and I went to different talks, and it was all about females and all about what we could do, but I wish I had a full week camp. I'm kind of very jealous of this. I wish I could have been here as a kid.
Thank you.
Thanks.